Hi, welcome to the class. Today we'll do another topic of chapter 8, current electricity. And the name of the topic is energy and power. So let's begin. But let me just recap the formulas which we have done, because this whole topic is a formula based topic. So the very first formula which we did in this chapter is I is equals to Q upon T. From here it implies that Q is equals to I into T. This is potential W upon Q, so implies W is equals to V into Q, and this is Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. So I want you all to remember these formulas. Although you have practiced numericals on these, so you must know these formulas. So let's begin electrical energy. So as I know that V is equals to W upon Q. So the very first formula for work, this W is work, this is potential, and this is charge. So the very first formula for this work done is equals to V into Q. Now in place of Q I can put IT, as I told you. So work done is equals to V into, in place of Q you put IT, so it will be DIT. Then in place of V you can put IR, so it will be IR into IT, that will become I square RT. Now in place of I you can put V upon R. From this formula, V is equals to IR implies that I is equals to V upon R. So in place of I, if you put V upon R, so it is I square, it will become V upon R square, R into T. So you solve it, so it will become V square upon R square into R into T. R goes off, W is equals to V square upon R into T. So these are the formulas for the work done. But let me tell you, the amount of work done, whatever amount of work is done, that work converts into some form of energy. So basically these are the formulas for the work, but these are also the formula for the energy. So why we are studying in terms of work and not energy, that I'll tell you when I'll introduce you with electrical power. So now electrical power. Electrical power. So electrical energy, what happens is whenever electrical energy is there and you use a heater, geyser or any kind of electrical appliance, electrical iron to press your clothes. So what happens is to iron your clothes. So what happens is this electrical energy, because of the resistance of that electrical appliance, gets converted into heat energy. In case of an electric bulb, this electrical energy gets converted into light energy. In case of a speaker, this electrical energy gets converted into sound energy. So many examples are there. So in conversion, in this conversion, this work always takes place, and this work gets converted, like this work gets stored in the body of, in the form of electrical energy. So let's begin with power. So I hope you all know how to define power. So power is rate of doing electrical work. So I hope now you must have understood why we were dealing with electrical work, because for defining this electrical power we need this electrical work. So this is rate. I told you the meaning of this word rate means with respect to time. So electrical work done with respect to time is power. So power is equals to work done upon time. So now you see what all are the formulas for work. The very first formula is W is equals to VIT. So if I put VIT by T, in place of work I put VIT, T goes off, so power is equals to VI. This is one formula for power. Second formula for power will be I square RT. In place of work, if I put I square RT upon T. T goes off, it becomes I square R. This is second. Third, V square upon R into T. So if I put in place of work V square upon R into T divided by T, T goes off, it becomes V square upon R. As you all can see that these are the formulas of power. What are the three formulas for power? Power is equals to VI, power is equals to I square R, and power is equals to V square upon R. So this was about electrical power, this was about electrical energy. Now let's move on to the other part where we will discuss about the units of these. So the unit of electrical energy, SI unit, talking about SI unit. So SI unit of energy, SI unit of electrical energy is joule, capital J. And one important unit is there, commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. So this is kilowatt hour, kWh. And what is this watt? Watt is the SI unit of power. So SI unit of power is watt, capital W. Okay. So the bigger unit of power will be kilowatt. So 1 kilowatt is equals to 10 to the power 3, as this kilo means 10 to the power 3 watt. Okay, so this is the bigger unit. Now, if I want to derive a relationship between kilowatt hour and joule, how do I do that? Let me just tell you about the same. So we all know that power is equals to work upon time. Okay, so work is equals to power into time. As I told you, this work, we can refer this work as energy itself. So energy is equals to power into time. So this is the formula for energy. Already we have discussed about this. So now if I write it as 1 joule, which is the SI unit of this as 1 watt, and this as 1 second, we are very clear that 1 joule is equals to 1 watt into 1 second. So this is, it means whenever I write 1 joule, it clearly means watt second. So joule is equals to watt second, that we understood. But now let us derive a relationship between joule and kilowatt hour. So if I do that, I'll tell you why this kilowatt hour is very important for us to understand. Electrical energy is always measured in kilowatt hour. How it is measured in kilowatt hour? There is an electric meter which measures the amount of consumption of electrical energy. So that is done in kilowatt hour. Okay, so whenever you read your electrical meter which tells you the consumption of electrical energy, the electricity board tells you that this much unit of electricity you have consumed. Let us say 20 unit you have consumed. So this unit is nothing but it means kilowatt hour. It means 20 kilowatt hour electrical energy you have consumed. So this unit, the price of this unit is fixed. So suppose the price of this unit is rupees 10. So you are going to pay 200 rupees for the consumption of electricity which you have done. Okay. So now let me find out a relation between kilowatt hour and this joule. So it's very easy to do. 1 kilowatt hour, I can write it as 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. So if you look at this, 1 kilowatt hour is the energy, 1 kilowatt is the power, and 1 hour is the time. So 1 kWh is equals to 10 to the power 3 watt into, this will be 1 hour 60 minutes, and then 60 minutes, 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So this watt second, I told you before this only, watt second will become joule. So 1 kilowatt hour is equals to how much? 36 into 10 to the power 5 watt second. I can write it as 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 watt second. and this watt second will become joule, which I have discussed earlier. So 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So it means 1 kilowatt hour is equals to this much of joule. So whenever you have used 20 kilowatt hour as the electrical consumption of electrical energy, it means this much of joule you have consumed. So 1 kilowatt hour is equals to this much. So if suppose you have consumed 10 kilowatt hour, so you multiply this by 10 and you will get the amount of energy consumed in joule. So this was commercial unit of electrical energy, which is kilowatt hour. I told you the relation, and you must remember that this is also known as unit. It means kilowatt hour. This kilowatt hour is known as unit. In some of the numericals they mention it as unit. So you should know that this can be written as unit also. Okay. So household consumption of electrical energy is measured in this, and we will be doing numericals and we will be calculating the electrical energy consumed by any house. Okay, how we do that. So this was all about electrical energy and power. You should be clear about commercial unit of this thing. And one more thing, commercial unit of power. Yeah, commercial. Although we have done it in chapter number 2, commercial unit of power is horsepower. We write it as HP. 1 HP is equals to 746 watt. You should remember this also. But the important thing is this one, and the important thing is the formula of the power. Alright, thank you.